What's up, future fighters? We are back. We had an interesting idea once we saw choose move, so we're actually going to revert these scripts back to their original form from today. There's nothing changed over there. I've got another monitor on the other side here, so it looks like it was just these two scripts that were changed. Yeah, that's the website in the background. We will definitely get to that in a little bit. But actually, this one will need to have that, I think, in the end. Kind of what I do is kind of projecting in my mind where we're going and then writing some code down, and then as we go, we'll see how it works out. Now, what we had done, well, let me show you. Let me just redo this. So what we had done was we were going to manually set this in each instance of choose move wherever the shadow AI was deciding where he was when he was going to start picking a move to do against you. However, what we can do is we can actually extract that from strike control. In this instance here and this instance here, we can. Now, otherwise, in such as in strict choose a non-strike move, which is here, that setting is actually not going to have any effect. So what we can do is we can just like set it to like -1 or something like something or 0, something that won't have any effect. And I think that'll be the same. Oh, cool. Our video is done processing, I think. Yes. We'll get that uploading. You guys know how I always like to do two things at once, right? That's how you get more done. And since computers are so good at multitasking, we'll take advantage of that. So, it's definitely a little broken up here in the ways and the methods that this setting could come about. But I think we're starting in the right place by starting with strike control. Now, strike control only returns one variable. But you know what? This is the transition type being set right here. How interesting is that? So essentially, what I'm saying is we can randomize it in places where it needs randomized, and set it in places where it needs set. So as you can see here, transition type, this is strike control, and this is the first parameter, and transition type is that parameter. And these are all the different settings so far that you can have. It can be a 0, a 1, a 2, or a 3, and they all, as you can see, they all have particular properties. These transition types are of there are different approaches to the transition. And when I say transition, you'll have to go back and watch the videos on my IET momentum fighting method that I use in real sparring, that I've conceptualized into the game world. And that's the T is transition. So initiate, execute, transition is how I approach fighting. And so yeah, so that's what we've got here, this transition type. And it's being set. Oh, you guys can't see that. it's being set randomly here, and then here it is being chosen from it randomly, but only between two, because you're in a particular situation in the fight. Shadow AI is in a particular situation of fight, so he wants to choose from a couple particular transition types that will help him get out of that situation. So just giving him the advantage of narrowing down his choices, but still letting him choose, and that humanizes it to you when you're playing him, because it's variation and variable, and it doesn't let you predict him, so it makes him more challenging as well. So what we can do is, with transition type, is we can do this a couple ways. And what I'm thinking is, I've always set this here up at the top, but as long as it's not really used in strike control or non-strike move, we can actually set it at the bottom, and the transition type can be randomized at the top and then fed into this at the bottom. I think that will work. That's why we're in the game lab, because it's always an experiment. So what we want to do is, I want to bring up strike control. I really don't think follow through is used here. This is just to pick a move. Yeah, that's all this does, is just picks a move. So that's this here. It's really good stuff. And the only other script is choose non-strike move, which follow through last put is actually manually set. In that, it's the second argument, which is here, and it's actually manually set to 0, so it's like an override of sorts, which is fine, which is more than fine. So let's see here. That's actually great. So we actually could keep it up here at the top then. We don't have to put it at the bottom. And I might be able to actually take the argument out of choose move. Sorry, I'm coding in my head, and we're gonna write it all down. I promise. But I'm seeing some serious advantages, and maybe even be able to make our coding simpler based on this particular structure. So, well, I'm going to take a break and get this video uploaded for you. But while I do that, go to docbrockgames.com and check out the alpha version of the game. I've got the features up here you can check out, the 2 characters that are in the game, some screenshots that you can flip through, and most importantly, put your email address in here at the bottom, and I'll let you know when the game comes out. Then come back to YouTube, because we got more AI to make. I'll see you then.